right. Praetoria session 6.
5. It's 5.
Session 5?
This is session 5. Yes.
I don't believe Zach.
Yeah, dude. Wrongs don't make them right, man. I make another right.
All right. If that is good, we can handle any of the other questions. We are getting back into the swing of things. I apologize we haven't been able to play this one in a little bit. Playing more coming up, but I'm very excited. So let us get into things. Welcome back to the world of Praetoria, the Isles. Our party, driven by foreboding visions, sought to find a certain woman that dwelled within Seigenheimer's Steep, a great and large village nestled between 3 mountains hanging from great chains of some unknown origin at the base of one of the thrones of the giants. Promised by divine providence for direction, you found the woman, sentenced to die for treason against the Isles. Before a storm, Seigenheimer herself descended from the clouds, mortally struck by the self-proclaimed Queen of Dragons, Tiamat, the reigning monarch over the patron dragon houses. While she was roaring towards the heavens, an army marched, and the earth reeled. The town was thrown asunder and besieged by wild men and part of some outcast druidic order, while the soldiers of the Vostok Empire of all the houses, House Ivory, House Ebony, made their way to their queen's new throne, perfectly suited for the Hydra-esque body that she has. You found yourselves in battle, however, tooth, claw, steel, and a since-extinguished flame. For there was an obsidian-colored dragon that lay claim to one of your own, the greatest wizard of all time, Savrog. But the dragon was slain. Part of some plan, maybe thwarted. Before the rest of the army of House Ebony could descend upon your position, however, there was one deed that was not left unforgotten. A soldier that you had helped restore to sanity showed up in an armored chariot, promising escape. You hopped in with the woman in tow, and you rode into the distance, seeing before you marching thousands and thousands and thousands of soldiers, amassing for some sort of either invasion or divine prophetic event. The sun begins to set as the horses are at the whips of the man driving them. It does not take long before you break contact. But out of frustration, a small victory, but questions, lost memories still not recovered, divine movements afoot, and something known as the mortal trial and great suffering has begun. This is where we pick up where we left off. A cold wind is now blowing, and a light bit of snowfall that has been falling all day at a rather normal pace. But winter is coming, and it may already be here. We join the party. You're all in the back of this wood mixed with metal carriage. All of you, including the woman who picked up a small, very young woman, almost maybe even girl, with this shoulder-length gray hair. In a moment of just silence as the chariot rocks back and forth, you're exhausted. Respite is welcome, but it's hard with cold shaking of the carriage. And a couple hours go by. Just silence. Looking up to the sky to see as the sun sets, the golden room that stretches from one horizon to the other is somehow still present. Some unknown meaning you do not know. You feel the horses start to come to a bit of a slower bit. You look around. Snow is now lightly falling. You don't hear the march of footmen, soldiers, metal. And you come to like a little bit of a screeching halt. And then you hear the voice of the guard. You haven't even met yet this figure. He's about a medium-built human with this thick and curly brown hair that kind of sticks close to his scalp, with these almost bright green eyes and this very nice. You didn't really appreciate it the last time you saw it, but now you can see his very nice Phobian half-plate armor of some sort of distinguished rank. He kind of slows to a kind of a slow for a bit and says, "I'll see your house. Might be able to get some shelter there."
I'll go ahead and scout it out. I'll scout out the area, guys, because I'm a rogue, and that's what a rogue does.
Be careful. So you hop out, and you can look and you can see about 100 yards from you, kind of nestled in a couple of trees, looks like a small cottage. You kind of make your way up. Are you going stealthy?
Yes.
Roll stealth check, please.
My bad, guys. 11.
11. You kind of get up, and this is kind of the first bit of snow you've trekked through in a little bit because there's a thin layer, so you're not really quiet. You kind of get closer. You can see there's no lights inside. You kind of see a couple like horse troughs. Looks like a little bit of a farmstead. They're all empty. Put your ear to the door. You don't hear anything. Looks pretty clean.
I motion to them that it's good.
I hop out of the cart and start walking very not stealthily towards.
You get there, you kind of open it up, and it's this very dusty, this dusty cabin. It's very, very rugged. As you do notice, though, on the door there's an interesting, and all of y'all see this. There's an interesting symbol. It looks like a spearhead with a couple like slashes going across it. You know what this is, and you would as well. This is the symbol of the Windpipes, and they are kind of a scouting guild that are usually are contracted for magic, for services, or anything along those lines, and they have kind of homesteads placed around the isles that if you were part of the guild, you could use.
Is there a fireplace?
You kind of walk in, you see there's a very like stained black hearth towards the back that hasn't seen a lot of use. It's like kind of a thatch roof, some just stone. There's a fire pit, and there looks to be a second room that you can see is like a little bedroom.
How far away are we from the conflict?
You rode for about 3 hours at full horse pace.
Oh,
so you're
okay, we're okay.
You're a solid bit, but
Okay.
you don't know.
Roll. Fire or no? And I point towards the hearth.
Yeah. Yes. I would say we should make a fire.
See. I go and I build a fire in the hearth.
Build a fire. You see, kind of the horse kind of pulls up, and in the back of the horse, the woman who you had contracted is still kind of just sitting in the back, kind of with her legs crossed, and it looks like it's now a bandage wrapped around the front of her face, or at least across her nose.
What do we know what our food situation is?
Food.
Get food.
I have rations and beef jerky. Lots and lots of beef jerky.
You all hold the fort. I'm gonna take a little bit of a ride around, see if there's anything in the area.
I'll go with you.
That's all right.
We're not stinking.
Stay away. There are windows I can board up.
There's supposed to be a couple windows you can. Sure, you will see.
I'm gonna board those up.
And he kind of looks towards the back and mumbles something to the little girl. She kind of just shakes her head. Okay, so I'll be back in about an hour. He kind of trots off, and the four of y'all are left at this homestead with a moment to regroup and process.
It looks worse.
Would you like to do anything in the hour before? It seems like the sun is beginning to set.
I would actually like to go out and eat something. Because I know
Roll
we already have
survival check.
food.
Yeah.
I want us to have as
Roll
much
survival
food
check.
as
Yeah. Good idea.
we
Good idea.
can.
Get that good recovery, dude. Come on, dude.
It's 10. Yikes.
You get a couple rounds.
That's not bad.
It's about enough food for like two people. So it's not that much.
You're under 10 already.
Not enough. One of them has the Compass Church logo. Is it? No. Okay. So after about an hour, we'll say you have set up a little bit of a warm fire. It's like that part of twilight where the sun is down and the sky's getting blue. It's getting colder. It's not. It's about maybe 30 degrees right now. So and there's a north wind, but it's weird. There's moonlight, but there's also like the golden room that is remaining in the sky through the night. You can now see it in like more detail now that the sun's not blocking, but it doesn't seem to shed light down. It just seems to be present. It's a bunch of iconography and symbols. Does anyone here speak Celestial? No. So none of y'all.
Wait, I do. I do speak Celestial.
You do speak Celestial, so you kind of look you look up and it's interesting. It's all Celestial, but it's like the best way to describe it would be a celestial construct as opposed to actual words. You see essences of words. And go ahead and roll a religion check.
I'm good at this. 7.
You can't really discern the meaning of them, but you do see it as kind of the celestial origin.
Okay.
After about an hour,
I'm gonna cast Animal Messenger and send a message over to
Oregon.
Yeah.
What would you like to send to him?
Just let him know the city that we went to fell, whatever that's called.
Seigenheimer Steep.
Seigenheimer Steep.
Wait, who are you sending the message to?
The chieftain got, or the son of the
chieftain that we hung
chieftain
out.
that you.
We've got his number?
Yeah.
He's sending an animal message.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, you said?
So yes. Don't remember where I was. Tiamat, dragon, real big,
No.
killed, giant. Don't remember the name. Says the giant's
Seigenheimer,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, Seigenheimer. That makes sense. So probably wouldn't head that way. Yada yada yada.
Toodaloo.
Okay. What form of messenger do you choose?
It is in fact a silver raven. It isn't.
So you take the silver and it kind of bounces on your finger for a little bit before and flying off the message sent. And you like send that out and you look and you hear. You see the horses come up and kind of like come to a side bit and a stop. You see the man kind of step down, kind of tend to one of the horses. I believe we've had a proper introduction. Linus.
Is this the guy we saved?
This is the guy you saved.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
This is the guy you saved. And he kind of just like, there's just this moment of not really knowing what to say, and after what y'all just witnessed, and kind of just, is the fire going? follow a little bit following behind is the girl Hellen was her name. That y'all kind of just bring in and gather. And you take minutes, distribute some rations, and there's this moment where all of y'all are kind of sitting there.
Technicality question. I don't remember exactly, but it was hinted at. It's like some of our armor just straight up melted.
No, bits and pieces. It's not rendered.
Nothing
mechanically different.
Yeah, not mechanically.
There are patches that you can see are on.
Okay, so we're still chilling.
I have a question. Were you the one that Helen specifically wanted to talk to? There was one of us that was
I busted her out.
that was summoned to go there or something. I feel like
Matthew or Russ in a vision was told that if his next step should be to seek a woman condemned to die and see her life received.
So I busted her out, but she doesn't know who I am.
No. But you weren't given an inclination as to what she might have or who she was. You do not know. But there's kind of this moment where she's just kind of sitting in front of the fire, and you see the soldier. Yes. Ironically, it's not the first time we've met. I'm rather grateful for that. The first time we met, I don't remember much, but from what the barkeep you said to take care of me told me, I'm quite grateful.
We're grateful for you for coming back for us.
Friends, all you have in this world.
Who are they?
Yep. It's the Vostok Empire. And we did not know that was what we had. There have been rumors amongst the different intelligence channels of something brewing, but it was not ever thought by. It was not ever thought by the high tables that it would be invasion at such a time. I don't even know what to say about it. Locals sometimes. This is what they do. So the locals along the western border, they decided to let them in, give them a little bit of grace. And that is how they treat their gods, their giants. Slam them to the ground.
Sorry.
dare you.
You are forgiven. What can I do?
Hey, how are you doing? Mountain Directions. Oh, here you go. Hey, guys.
Hi.
I'm Henry.
Speak your mind.
Rust.
Greetings and good morning, he says in Turkish.
Draco.
Yes. And the woman's just kind of just kind of eyes wide into the fire. At which point, she kind of just, in a moment of frustration, reaches down and grabs a rock and throws it at you.
Me?
Yeah. And it's easy enough to dodge. Just, why did you break me out of that? What did you make? What have you, who you know? Who do you think I am? What am I? What am I? You no more seem to have reason for me. I don't know. And you see the guard kind of just grab her and kind of just calm her down, push her off a little bit to the side and kind of just sit her down next to the fire. What is going on here?
I'm gonna cast tongue on Rust.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
You still can't, or can you still not talk?
I'm getting there.
Sticks his knife in my nose, thinking I am keeping something from him when I was in prison.
Yeah, that was kind of pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
It needed to be done.
So, Rust,
Yes.
what is the deal with this girl?
I saw the divine direction in a vision to find a woman condemned to die. For answers regarding the great suffering in the mortal trial. These words I know not what they mean. are merely a face that I had to seek, and I cannot afford to lose an loose end. So who are you? You tell me. I know nothing.
Just a bit of curiosity. It's weird. You said to me on that. I do know. I don't know.
1 hour.
Know a fair bit about this. I'm a researcher, and I have for a long time investigating and trying to discover elements of Praetorian prophecy. And my life's work, as short as it is, but I've done a great bit of studying, and I was on the cusp of breakthroughs before I was wound up in that prison because of that rat in Wattensburg.
Do you know what the Great Suffering is?
No, but I know what Volospa is. I believe that dragon creature shouted it to the head, and you see her mouth instantly get a hand over it, and you watch as Lydas goes and points outside.
I want to look at him and just be like I got it.
I got it.
And he kind of just
I want to lace up my boots of spider climbing.
he kind of just
Check it
slowly walks over, and there's a moment where you all hear voices very faintly, and you can't really discern what they are just yet. I'll have all y'all roll perception checks.
Can I just casually stand up and stand next to the door?
Yes, you can.
The really big stick.
19. 20.
So,
I have tongues. I can understand what's being said.
yes,
That's
you do.
You're too powerful.
I was getting there.
Nerf him.
So you watch as one second, let me pull up the right song here. You watch as you begin to hear voices in this moment, and it's like chuckle. What were the rolls on perception? 14. You 20. 19.
Everything. All of it.
20.
8.
Wait. Okay, so you all catch up. You having a hard time. Y'all hear kind of the in-depth dialogue. You can only just hear the mumblings of them. You can barely hear them. And you hear, you two specifically hear, you'd think by that time people would know not to walk in these parts by dark. I know. It's rather easy knocking off the old man. But it's just a little bit of small little coin. Hey, what? Did you hear that? No, what did you? You're going crazy. You're right. But, no, there it is again. And you look out. You can you can look out a little bit of the window that's not boarded. And you, who was the one that rolled 20? You look and you can see the grass. What was that? And you see him you're going crazy. No, I'm not. And he draws his sword. And there's a moment where the two of them are just before you look and you see a small white light. You hear, and you see this white light, this bolt of energy crash into one of them. What was that? A second one, and they look and you see there's this moment of pulling bows and shooting at the grass before you see one more bolt just and hits the one, looks the younger one, who flies off to the ground and is crawling for a second, and you see the other guy standing there. Show yourself, you rat! And smacking around, and you see some shape fly above him. Just for a second, jump really high. And you see these two other bolts of energy hitting. And you see it, and you can see landing a little bit in front of him. If you'd like to describe your character.
I'm a 5-foot tall rabbit creature with wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh no.
And
Sheriff Hopsalot.
And boots with spurs. You're just really
that
basic
jingle,
Western,
jingle.
with a pistol in his hand. Just kind of standing there.
So you watch as this character holds up the pistol, and for a second you see two of the arrows move, and just with lightning speed he dashes out of him, pulls the pistol one more time, and fires, and you catch it with the 20 first. You see it hit the side of the guy's face, and it looks back and the skin's burned away, and it's this ashen gray creature. You recognize this, and this is the creature you've been hunting. This is a hellborn Draugr who you've been tracking for the past, and with the second, and you watch as it turns, its now guise is fallen. You watch as the ashes, not a big prey, you watch as the ashes of its disguise fall away, and you see this hollow gray scale, looks to be like cracked metal creature with these eyes that pool inward with this burning flame. And you just, one more bolt of energy slams into its mouth. It falls down. And then there's a bit of silence.
Sorry there, partner.
Wait, so his gun shoots energy?
It's this divine bolt.
Okay. But are guns like...
What does the pistol look like? You've never... Or yeah, you go.
Well, I just mean, in I don't know what time period this is, but I don't know.
There
if
is
they're-
no black powder pistols.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it
cool.
is a strange looking apparatus.
It looks like a musket that's been crudely carved.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, but you've never seen a device like this. You have no idea. But there's this moment, it's just kind of just walk over to it, and you can see it kind of... By the morning, it should dissolve into ash.
I check it for booze.
Kick around, you got nothing. The rest of y'all, what are y'all doing now as you see this figure? Oh, you do turn around, though, and see crawling away one of the bandits, who you know is not a demon, and knows is probably was very unaware of what happened, but is still a bandit. You have what you'd like to do. As he kind of tries to just crawl away.
Hey there, partner. Got any booze?
Tosses you a little keg.
Nice.
What are the rest of y'all doing?
I want to climb on the ceiling.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So it takes an hour to attune. So we'll say you can attune. to
We're
it
out.
with a
We're
thing.
outside the cabin, though, right? At this point.
No, you're still inside.
You're welcome to walk out?
You're still
No, I mean,
inside.
how did we not see that go down?
You're seeing it through windows.
We see it through boarded up windows, yeah.
Got you.
Okay, maybe not the ceiling, but
You
like
can walk on the ceiling.
the very like top, the top. Of
I mean,
the
you can
side
walk
of the
anywhere in the room. I mean, I'm confused.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you have the spire climb, you can.
Right.
But are y'all doing anything?
I summon my familiar and have it start flying around.
What is your familiar?
Making a flashy ass entrance.
It's a little dragon.
If you cast dancing lights, that's triggered. That's all. I'm leaving.
Begins to fly around, and you see kind of Lydas look at y'all.
Well, we want to see what that's about.
My guest.
All right, open the door.
And you standing there, hear the door open.
And a 7-foot-tall Goliath walks in. Well, hi there.
What in tarnation are you doing here?
So, cabin, what do you think?
What?
What do you think?
And I get up and I start walking over towards it.
You all walk over.
I know. This is a scouting cabin for people to rest in.
A scouting cabin?
Yes.
What you scouting?
Well, I'm not scouting anything. I'm not a scout.
Why are you in the scouting cabin then?
Why not?
Very well. Nice to meet you, I'm Doc.
Okay, we're doing introductions then. Harengon.
Good?
You look and you can see in the doorway a very intimidating looking half-orc. And behind him a very Nordic looking man. You've seen the type, they're very regular, looks to be some religious nature of the locals. And then you swear you thought you saw the waistband of someone walking on the ceiling, but you're not sure.
You got one of them people in there?
That's right.
I say in Spanish,
Oh no.
Which is Orcish.
Yeah.
which is Orcus. What are you doing in these parts?
Just traveling at the moment. How about you?
Oh, you know, killing shit.
Fairly simple.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have both of y'all roll religion checks, please.
Oh, both of us?
Can I be like?
Oh, yeah.
kinda like
You as well, since you're right there.
slinking
What are you
behind?
wearing, by the way?
Cowboy shit.
Okay.
I'm
Nothing
wearing
much.
cowboy
just like 3.
shit.
I know nothing.
No, you know that was divine energy. That's all you know.
That's interesting.
I got an 8.
8. You both tell you're religious people, but you don't know which sect or which one.
Hey man, you
Did you
one
get
of them?
17.
You one of them?
17.
Religious folks? We're cool. Same man. Not really.
With a 17, you kind of look, and you're brought to memory. So the non-Praetorian, the Phobian cultures, you've learned a little bit about it. They have something that is the Order of the Ancients, and it is a lineage of churches and faith to the Great Ancient. You do know something, you don't remember what or when or why, but something caused a split into a lot of different small sects about the religion. Some of them got along, some of them didn't. Some of them mixed with the locals, some of them didn't. So you can't, but I'll say, with the 17, you remember, you've seen the symbols and hearing Russ talk enough. You have heard, maybe, you vaguely remember hearing about the Bastions, about what he talks about as that sect that he's a part of, but there's no iconography that can tell what Doc is a part of.
So he's what you're saying is he has religious iconography on.
No, he
on
doesn't, but you do recognize the divine bolt of energy.
Okay,
That
gotcha.
is abnormal.
Got you.
I do have a broken prayer ring. But that is besides itself. I turn to you. That's a cool looking scythe, man.
Thanks.
God damn.
At that point, you see a small little dragon land on his shoulder.
Ah, fuck.
What?
You with those dragon folks?
Can I smell what's cooking?
The food has already happened.
Dinner.
But I'll say roll a survival check or a perception check to see if you can smell what it was.
What it was.
10 plus.
I have a arrow knocked.
Okay.
Like a post-up.
On the ceiling.
Well, it's a thatched ceiling. So
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Do you want to be on the roof outside, or you want to be?
I got an 11.
can't smell it.
Weird. Well, what are you doing here?
You with the Kiri Vostok there?
Who?
The Kiri Vostok.
I know who that is, right?
That's the Empire of Dragons, that the place you're from. You know the folks back there really don't like them.
Nah, I hate them. Wait, are you with them? Because I love them. And I take a step backward.
Alright. What were you hunting over there? Skinwalkers or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Can you let Aunt Michelle in? They're coming for the football game.
Shelly says, I am here, and you shall know.
Your dog will always make sure everybody knows he's there. Okay,
Oh, you know, just one of them, you know, demons. They kill people and stuff. It ain't good. And other stuff.
This is a real man of absolutes, huh?
So is that your pet
What?
dragon?
I mean, he's my friend to me. But no, he's technically magical, so I don't even know if he's real, to be honest with you.
You conjure him.
Yeah. So So it's almost like being friends with myself.
Yeah, but that's a real change for you.
Now.
Well, you're more than happy to come in. You.
Who are you?
You look, you see, he's...
Howdy, I'm Doc. Nice to meet you.
Linus. You look pretty calm. I'd say you probably don't know what's going on around here. You should come in.
All right. I'll walk inside. Come on, buddy.
Can I shut the doors honestly?
Dude, I wanted to do the same.
There's this
Welcome to the scouting
passive
camp.
other faces. Yes, I'll say. You do see, and then as you come in, you do see, it's a rather interesting sight. You see a shorter individual on kind of you're not feeling.
I should have said I stealth. I guess he does see.
Roll stealth check. Let's see. Roll a perception check.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say I'm fucking invisible.
Oh, I need to do perception.
Yes.
What is that?
I rolled a 19 plus 6, so that's.
I think it's wait, don't you have expertise in
There's no
stealth?
me but +6.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't
Oh.
be a +9, I think, because it's
Is it plus proficiency plus my modifier plus my inspiration?
no. So
It's 2 times your proficiency.
2 times your proficiency.
2 times. Okay.
So that's turns
yeah,
into 6.
yeah, that is 9.
Plus.
19.
So you got 28. 28.
Yeah.
So you do not see him. You kind of walk in, and they walk in. You're kind of just walking them or watching them.
I got 19, so I see everything.
Where are they standing?
Just
everything but
they kind of go around the fire. Go a little bit around the fire.
I would like to climb down slowly behind us.
Okay.
Venerate the dagger.
So
This.
Envenomate the
you turn
dagger.
around, and you see a smaller individual kind of hiding a little bit in the shadows.
Wait, how tall are you, Henry?
I think I'm like
You're a gnome, right?
4'1". I know. I think
Are you a gnome?
I'm like 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're around 3.5 feet tall. Gnomes are very short.
Who's this?
Yeah.
I just realized that's what you were talking about when you're hitting on those bar girls.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna talk in that voice.
Who's the child?
You know what?
Hey, I just
like
ate
him
your
more now.
cousin not 15 minutes ago.
Oh.
A big old bowl of cousin. Happy cousin cocktail.
What the hell was his name?
I don't.
That son of a bitch can be. Goddamn. You know my fucking cousin?
It was trash.
What? Stop getting close to me all like that. What the hell, man?
I'm sorry.
I see why you guys are all flustered. What the hell's this child groping me? What the fuck, man?
You know that is actually a pretty accurate representation of his personality. So.
Yeah, no.
Do you want something stupid?
What?
Just had some.
I ain't eating whatever you made.
It's really good.
Anyway, all right. Linus, can you just do the breakdown?
Give him the full.
I will. He kind of, after a little bit, sits down and, in a very, almost too leisure, too relaxed way, explains the last 12 hours of his life, including the party's life and everything that transpired at Seigenheimer Steep.
Well, damn. Good thing I don't go over there.
And at which point you see Hellen kind of. So, when right before I got thrown in prison, I was almost about to find maybe some. I don't have answers. I'm sorry. I do have. How familiar are y'all with the collision?
How familiar are we with the collision?
Roll history checks.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Yeah, no. Someone who's smarter than me better figure it out.
Did anyone get above 10?
Really talked about that.
Nope.
No. Sweet. Okay. None of y'all know is in this moment of
I got
an 8.
an 8. In this moment of looking. It's like the scene with the learned person on the pirate crew when they ask him a question, then they pan over to the pirate crew and everybody's.
What do you mean, Skirt?
The massive world-shifting thing where his, and points to Lightus, his kingdom was not confirmed. They were losing the war, and so they threw everything in a blender and conjoined all the islands of Praetoria into a massive mosaic. And the giant purple vein that still runs through the middle of the world that can take you in between other worlds.
That collision.
So back in old Phobos, there was a temple. It was a temple. It was very well guarded. It was known as the Sanctum of Requiem. And it was a very, very holy site. It was... no one could get there. The church has never released the location. I do not know where it was. But when the collision happened, bits and pieces of everywhere went everywhere. And they lost it. Nobody knows where it went. They haven't been able to find it yet. And I've been looking for it. Because I found that if you talk to people, regardless of which, and she kind of looks at Lightus and looks at Draco, regardless of which side of the war they're on, you can actually get information. I don't know where it is. I know where we can look for it. There's some prick bastard down in a village in the far west, so stuck up his own git that he can't look beyond his own walls. How dare you? He knows where I can find the thing I'm looking for that he does not know what it is. I can take you there. And I know, and she kind of like looks to get defensive, and I know how to get in. So you'll need me. I'm coming with you.
All right. Hey, sounds good to me.
You can't kill me.
Or are you looking at me? Wasn't planning on it.
You're most likely.
Anyway, back to the git.
Nothing wrong with being honest.
That git is some Novgorod fat hobbit. He's in charge of a whole town.
Sure are pretty. Throwing those slurs around like they're nothing.
I'm not one to butter up some boy to stroke his ego to get it even larger than he thinks it is. I'm also not very good at compromising and talking to people who are stupid. And you see kind of Lightus be like,
Yeah.
so if you would be so kind, I would love if you could take me there so I can find out what's going on and also can also complete my life's work. I don't know you, I'm sorry.
What's going to happen if you find it?
Is she like telling the truth, or is this
Roll an
like...
insight check.
Okay, yeah, just... Jeez.
Howdy, I'm Doc. So you want us to go to some town and kill your ex-husband? That's what I'm hearing.
If you kill him, he's not my ex-husband, but if you kill him, I'm fine. 11? It's a bit of spurt. You can't tell if it's lying or sass or attitude or just pure... You can't also... There's still a solid chance. She looks like she's maybe 20. And there's a solid chance that she, having not seen probably combat before, is still reeling from what she saw earlier.
I'm trying to remember. Is there something of her that's from the Kirivoshtok Empire?
You do not know. All you heard was she was sentenced to die because she was accused as
being an
informant.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what she was accused of.
And what object is she trying to find?
It's a temple. was some giant golden string soaring through the air while some 5-headed dragon leaps out of a volcano and kills some local god? I don't know. I'm sorry.
What kind of book?
It's a vision book. A book of visions. It's supposedly about the end of the world.
Do I remember? Does that sound familiar to me?
Roll a religion check.
Come
You
on.
also, you also can roll a religion check. You're not that connected to this religion.
He didn't take communion this week.
Yeah. 8. Nope. No.
Worse. Worse. No, y'all don't remember it. There is supposedly a lot of magic that comes from finding the Poetic Edda. It is supposedly the book of the prophecy of the end of the world. And the churches had kept it so under wraps and so behind bars that no one could see it and no one could interpret it and let it be read to the masses. Not even in Lidus's kingdom. I would very much like to find it. I study it, I'm interested by it, but it seems a little bit more
Essential now.
Yes. And you were talking to me about 3 evils. I've heard of that. I know the general stories. I know of the 3 sons of Ta. I know of the sons of Gain. I know of that, but I don't know what that means physically. You take us there? I can't promise, but it's at least a lead.
I'd like to cast Zone of Truth.
Go ahead. What's the save on that?
I was gonna ask you if you believed her.
Ask you some questions. Spell save DC is 15.
15?
Wisdom, I think.
So
Yes.
No, so
no,
really
it's
specific.
charisma.
They don't, if I remember correctly, they don't have to answer. They just can't lie.
Yeah,
True.
that is correct.
She fails.
Okay.
So you kind of just cast it. Actually, Lycus succeeds.
Rats.
He's a dragon.
All the rest of y'all need to roll, by the way, for it.
That's right.
Dude, no way. I actually cast.
Yay! Yeah. Actually, hey, all of you get a plus.
Yes! I was coming for you.
Ironically, all of you get. Wait, does a. No, you're not an ally yet. Sorry. Everyone gets +3 to it in case it matters. Who's not?
You just want to know what color underwear Hector was wearing? Why are you trying to prevent?
I rolled a 9.
I don't naturally happens. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a wisdom
you just
save.
naturally provide stuff to people around you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the.
What the hell did you just? I use detect magic.
Oh my god.
You cast detect magic, and you see.
I don't.
No, you didn't choose it.
I thought I did. Never mind.
Never mind.
I think about that.
I think about why I didn't choose
that would
detect
be
magic.
You see.
Damn, if only I knew what this was.
You see.
Hey man, what'd you cast on me?
I step towards Helen.
Hey man, don't ignore me.
I'll get to you, Cottontail.
No, I think you'll get to me now. What in the hell did you just cast on me?
It's a spell to prevent people from telling lies.
Oh, I don't care. I ain't gonna say something not true. You look silly.
The spell doesn't make you compulsively tell the truth.
Well, don't say that.
Are you sure? Silly little man.
These things that you're telling us, are they true?
Yes.
And this book, if you find it, will it bring favor to the Kirivostok Empire?
I don't know. I don't.
You were accused of being an informant, is that true?
I don't know if it will help the Empire of Lizards. I don't really care. Problem is that there is a chance if it surfaces back again they want it. I'm sure they would. But in the past, it's usually been okay because neither the dragons nor the weird insects that Lidus serves. You just see him go, watch it. Neither of them really care about local prophecy because it's just a bunch of little
If we help you get to this temple and find this book, will you turn on us?
I will kill all of you.
Which is truthful.
It's sarcastic. Wouldn't be able to.
There's so much truth on for sarcasm. Great point, DM.
The DM will elaborate when it is sarcasm.
Oh no.
You get a notification in your head. That was sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
Anything else, Rust? Anything else?
If you want me, if you're asking if I'm going to turn you in or turn on, the only allegiance I have to those lizards is as far as it benefits me.
Do you know why you were in my vision?
The only Venn diagram is the fact that I know a lot about when you spoke to me in the prison. And I can tell you this, there are maybe 5 people in this world at max who know what I know. And I guarantee you 4 out of the 5 will be willing to tell you.
I'll say in Spanish to him, what the hell vision you been talking about?
Holy vision. By the way, what were the exact details of that? I remember
You were told
on a beach.
you were
There's a
at
bridge
a beach.
with a
you were at
fox in a
bridge
box
that was,
on
you were
a
at
train in
beach
the
that
rain.
was broken and burned and severed.
Yeah.
And you saw lots of golden light. You saw a messenger of the great ancient, an individual with. Hold up, because I still have it. There was an individual with 8 wings, and he talked about how the defining sin has been committed and the final seal has been broken, and now so begins the mortal trial, the great suffering. The 3 evils, or the chains of Udal, have been broken, and the 3 evils are unleashed on the world. The 4th will start.
I will relay all.
I'll say to him, first off, from that, do I see anything that seems like it relates to my demon-esque hunting? Stuff, like,
You have been
like,
it parallels. It's a little bit interesting. You hear that story. You recognize the symbolism. Like you've heard of people in the past having visions like that. You roll a religion check.
Don't screw up. Please.
damn it! Got an 8! It's like you need.
You don't remember the specific names of like what would be the bridge or well, you are very familiar that segmented individuals with lots of wings. You remember them be angels, or what the
Thems
fancy
be
folks
angels.
call angels. You know there's varying degrees. You don't really understand. You have noticed in the past week you've been very busy.
The thing I'm hunting, what's it named? I'm assuming
You were
I know.
hunting a hellborn Draugr. You know that those are Draugr. They're pretty much lesser demons.
Okay, demons are called demons in this world, correct?
With an 8, you remember there's people mean different things by demons in this world. You don't remember which one's the.
I remember which ones are which.
You also know that one.
Well,
thing,
I'd like to say to him, does it have anything to do with demons? And then I'm going to do that in every language I know. Which
recognize-
is common, Spanish, and arcane.
well, it's so you say all the words for it. It's more along the lines of he's just saying demon over and over again.
I think so.
Well, I guess I'm aiding y'all on this quest. I get to kill something.
All right, you rabbit. What are your allegiances?
What?
Who do you serve?
I ain't serving no one.
Are you just a free agent bounty hunter?
I don't hunt no bounties.
What do you hunt?
I hunt the thing I killed earlier, man. You wanna look at it?
Draugr?
Yeah. How you know that?
A little birdie.
I know things.
All right,
I
man.
know what they look like. So you
I killed them. I don't like them. What you laughing at? No, boy.
Fuck you.
So why did you conjure up that dragon on your shoulder?
What do you mean? It's a familiar, man. You never seen a familiar?
Yes, but I've never seen a dragon.
Dude, I don't even know if you get to pick which one you get. He's like, summon it.
Be a lie.
I did. I didn't know I did. I don't remember, man. It sounded real cool to me. I mean, I picked it before the big, like...
Just imagine Nathaniel's real face, just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
whispering it to him and then slowly... Like the SpongeBob hand that comes in off this, like, just Nathaniel...
Yep.
But yeah, man. It didn't really seem like a thing until there was, like, actually dragon people.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna join us on this quest?
That's what I just said.
Well, the more the merrier. In times like this.
You guys got any whiskey? What the hell? You got any?
Have we ever seen one of his folk before?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Have you ever seen anyone like him?
Have you anyone seen anyone like
Roll a history check.
Yeah, where'd you rabbit people come from?
Roll a history check. Anyone who's curious about
boy
Doc,
rabbit
roll a
or a-
history
Anyone who's
female
curious
woman.
about Blaine's existence.
boy rabbit and a female
It has to be history?
love each other.
Okay,
very
0.
I got a nat 1.
I got,
Okay, let's not get
17.
into combat today.
Yeah.
We're not doing
No combat.
You think he might be maybe the son of some giant mated with a rabbit or something.
I remember that story.
You know,
So you think...
What?
What'd you roll?
17.
17?
Did roll.
Anyone else? 4. So you
Do I know what that is?
So you remember that, and it kind of ties back into, oh yeah, now you remember more about the collision. The collision also not only mix-matched the land, they mix-matched the people. So 200 years ago, there were men and there were the giant folk and those related to the giants, and a couple adjacent races and small ones, goblins and such. But after the collision, things just started peering up. That was when the Isles first saw their first dwarves, first elves.
Yeah.
And you also know pretty much anything goes as far as Phobian cultures. You don't remember the name, but you know, you probably have. You've come to pretty much use as a rule of thumb. You see a talking weird creature or weird race, dimes to dollars, it's a Phobian race.
So have we seen?
You haven't seen him. You haven't ever seen one in person.
So never another rabbit person?
You've not seen another one.
What about a lizard person? What about a dog person?
There are no waifus.
What about a skunk person? Cat person?
Zone of truth.
Owl
Why
person.
are you asking? No,
DM cast zone.
No, I'm literally just like.
It's pretty much.
If he was an
anything goes.
elf or a dwarf, that still seems like in the realm.
You
of
don't know.
normality.
It's you've
Talking
never heard
rabbit,
of,
on
you've
the
never
other
heard of
hand.
that race. You just know weird stuff comes out of it. It's pretty much along the lines
Weird
of
shit happens in New Phobos.
It
bro.
was like it was old like Celtic fantasy was thrown into a blender with a high fantasy world where anything went. That's virtually the illustration. And not everyone knows or is comfortable with. So it depends on the stance.
So was your mother a rabbit?
What?
Seemed very insensitive.
What?
His father was a rabbit.
What in the hell? You think I'm a rabbit?
What do you think you are?
We definitely don't look for the money. Listen, there's an ancient giant folktale about a rabbit.
This is
And a maiden.
now I know what you're talking about. Another one of these motherfuckers says that. There's gonna be a problem. I'll tell you what.
I want to hear this.
Oh, you've met other Goliaths.
I've met other stupid people.
Oh, Peter Cottontail, hopping down the lane.
I hate
Oh, Peter Cottontail.
just to make this a abundantly clear. You're a small child. I don't know why you guys keep him around. Is he your son?
I just pick a piece of rabbit out of my teeth.
Okay.
That's a no.
Oh.
He's probably older than most of us, which is really sad.
I'm like one of them harengons.
Nathaniel comes out.
I'm just
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm just a pseudo Terry whispers in his ear.
Yeah, I'm a harengon. It's just a different thing.
It's just a different thing.
It's its own thing.
I've never heard of that before.
Well,
Did you have parents?
did you? Doesn't seem like it.
Shut up, Brandon.
I'm going to bed. And you see Helen kind of just move over and like curl up into the fire.
I would actually like to go speak.
Hey, be careful, that little gnome man. He's creepy.
Are you talking to the woman whose nose you slit open?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Helen. It's probably.
I'm unsatisfied, but I'm done with the rabbit one.
Is it gonna mean?
Oh man, we
It's
can have
gonna
a
mean a lot.
conversation about it.
But
We'll say that the conversation.
I'd like to.
So were both your parents rabbits?
What I did to your nose.
Their parents?
I'm not a cruel man.
Were their parents harengons?
I just been a lot under a lot of stress.
Before that?
Doesn't excuse what I did to your nose. I apologize, and I hope I can be of the utmost assistance to you.
And your great-great-great-great-grandmother was a harengon? And her mother was a harengon?
Have a good night.
Oh, rats.
Yes. My great-great-great-great-grandparents were harengons.
I think I'm starting to get this.
Though I was.
Man, I'll tell you what, you seem real smart to me now.
Passed all my ACTs.
Is anyone doing anything else before we bed down for the evening?
I'm gonna send my.
Someone asked Brandon if his parents were children.
I'm gonna send my familiar to.
Are you always this small? Or
I'm an adult from the waist down.
Roll a perception check for your familiar.
Oh my god.
Are we sleeping now?
Oh my
I'm
god.
half orc.
Unless you want to do anything, we're gonna move to night. Is anybody? Are we taking watches?
I would like to cast Divine Sense.
Divine sense.
I
I'll
would
take
like
first
to stare
watch.
into the fire and cast Divine Sense. Takes 10 minutes.
Okay, so you do. You cast into divine sense, and there you're just for a little bit.
I got a 22 for perception.
22. You
What do you perceive?
as he's flying around, he brings it back and relates it to you. He sees there's some beautiful deer. It looks to be there's snowfall though. It looks to be pretty quiet. The sun's low. Pretty much most of the animals are like bunkered down for the night because it's cold and there's wind and it's snowing a little bit. But so you don't perceive any dangerous creatures nearby. You're kind of you take a minute, you cast it. The only thing you smell immediately is like faintly you can smell the essence of the dead Draugr that now is still outside the home. Faintly you catch that faint. It's interesting though. Usually, and you know this, usually Draugr are undead, but it's a more sulfurous smell. But as you do it, just take this moment, breathe, and there's just a second where there's like 3 images immediately flash in your mind. The village you were just in, you see it, and then you see a clock tower, like a bell tower, just in the split second, and then you see a very dark, robed, billowing figure facing away from you, standing on top of the bell tower, looking, and you can see the looks like as Seigenheimer was falling, you can see the figure, and the figure turns its head slightly, and you can just see the faintest bit of some kind of bone mask of
The vials see-through, right?
yeah. But you don't know what that was.
Time to sleep.
Anyone taking watches?
I can.
I'll take first watch.
First, second, third. Roll perception checks, please.
I'm gonna find a corner, and if I'm stand still or completely still in the corner, I turn invisible. I'm just gonna go sleep in the corner. If everyone dies, I will be invisible.
Okay, so I have expertise in perception, so that means
Double your proficiency.
double the proficiency.
And add your wisdom.
Okay.
Never mind.
What is it?
7 plus
Like
9.
he has to be conscious to use it.
So I turn invisible while I'm conscious and fall asleep. I don't
16.
know I'm not invisible.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
19.
19. Draco. So, your shift goes. Nothing really happens. Nothing really happens. Although you do look down and you can see it is rather interesting. There's a couple more dragon, like a couple more. Looks like a little bit more built on the bone. It almost grew a little bit on your size, which is interesting. And then 16, 19. Your shift comes fairly quiet. Nothing. The snowfall stops about halfway through your shift, so where there's just a small thin layer. Nothing.
Did I see any animals like pass me by?
On this one. On yours, you don't see any creatures or anything, but you do. It is rather interesting. You look up, and kind of just a passing glance, and you can see 3 shooting stars. And you kind of watch it for a little while, and kind of for the entirety of your shift, or your shift, every 5 minutes.
Like all different directions.
Moving kind of in the same direction, but at different places. Kind of in the same direction, but at different places. And some of them, I mean, not that Ingmar would really know, but it's like some of them that burn up in the atmosphere, so there you go. So it's not, but after that, see the last one go by, and then orange glow rises as the sun rises on a new day. You all have taken a long rest. You all come to consciousness. Food is foraged and scavenged. Before you all,
What kind of meat did I get?
we'll say deer. A deer. Hellen makes you all aware the village, Wattensburg, is this one, south of the Nakamura Woods. You are roughly here. So it's going to take about a couple days travel.
That's just a hip and a jump away.
It is a hip and a jumping away. It's going to be a couple days travel. You all begin. I'm going to say you do not have to, but these next couple days are going to be also considered downtime unless something happens. Because it's just going to be some extended traveling. It's a little bit of a pilgrimage through snow and winter. Does anyone have anything specific they'd like to work on or meditate on or investigate in their minds? It's okay if no.
I don't have access to the forge yet, right?
No, not yet. All right.
I would. Go ahead.
I'm gonna indirectly try to teach him common.
As best as you can.
Yeah.
Nice.
But is he gonna have a southern accent?
He's gonna have a slightly more southern accent because anything he says it's not southern.
I know y'all. I
Is
do not know
wrong.
you all.
And he's also gonna be racist towards his own people. That's the objective.
I'll be switching with lightest every once in a while and driving.
Okay.
I want to try to like,
You're like, I hate them people.
like center and like get in tune with my connection.
Greeners, yeah.
How do you say hello?
And Mogus and see if
I
there's
am the
anything
lessest
I
of all
can like.
beings. Nice.
Roll a
That's how you
Whose
say
dice
hello.
tray is this?
wisdom
Is this
ability
yours?
check.
Whose dice tray is this?
It's yours.
Well, what do you mean it's mine?
Matthew has blue. Nathaniel has red. Brandon is going on his
Should I steal someone's dice?
So you just put dice in here?
Helen sorted some of the dice and put them in the thing.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Use dice.
No, I thought it was yeah.
you find out
What do you want me to
Elias
roll?
is actually a conversation
Doc is
scene.
solely fucking-
He doesn't actually. He sometimes talks a little bit too much, but he finds it actually rather enjoyable to
The
talk.
dog's not smart enough to realize you know.
You actually find out in his conversations with them, he's apparently a part of some Phobian Special Forces unit known as the Alabaster Watch. And he very interestingly tries to explain some of the magic of what he can do through some of his. He shows you some of these tattoos and everything, but it's kind of just doesn't really make sense. But you kind of. He's at least being.
Ruins at least a tiny bit soon.
Yeah, he's being friendly about it. What did you roll? Wisdom ability check. So add your wisdom.
Okay. That's gonna be 14.
14. You take the time and you meditate, and the only thing you can hear is weird. Is it's like this slightly uncomfortable silence. Thanks.
All you hear is nothing.
No, you don't. You have a hard time finding the connection. Like it's like a static line right now. So, a couple days or a day goes by of just pure traveling, finding shelter. The snow melts a little bit, but then in the evening you see another snowstorm come and plant a fresh sheet. Moving in, it's getting a little bit colder. The rest of the second day. And as you all are kind of traveling the second day, at the end of the second day, as kind of twilight's setting, you see kind of Lytus as he's driving kind of detour a little bit off to a hill and kind of stops the cart and points and looks and shows you. You look and you see this little bit of a valley, and you see these large 8-foot tall humanoids in these like humongous like robes wrapped around their face, kind of just lumbering, like 16 of them.
Do I recognize what they are?
You do. These are nicknamed Nords. These are they're nicknamed Nords because they're arguably the simplest of giants. They often move around in herds. They are very large. They're about very, very stocky and built. They each weigh about maybe 500, 600 pounds of these just large creatures, and some larger than others. They kind of migrate sometimes and move around. They're kind of like bison, but almost giant folk. And they're also known for not having any faces. It's part of the myth of those. And they're supposedly, because they have no face, they don't talk. The legend has it that sometimes, if you find one at the right time, it will tell you your future and the future of your family.
Oh.
So, he's gonna kind of just points. I always did like that about this man. Not all of the big stuff is out to kill you.
Oh man, I love those things. I talk to those things for hours.
Have you ever gotten up close to him?
Nah, so this is what I'll normally do. And I summon a familiar, and then he flies over there, sits on its shoulder.
Well, it's about like 600 yards away.
It doesn't do that.
It's a couple miles away.
Oh, what?
Miles.
Yeah.
Well, he pulled up on a hill. And
I
you're
thought they
looking
were
at a
like
valley.
over yonder.
Oh,
You're looking at a valley.
It's a mile or less.
I'm gonna. My familiar's gonna fly over.
It does.
Far off.
And you've gotten reports about it. When it goes beyond that mile range, the familiar brings the info to you. You don't see directly through it.
I have a feat that lets me see directly through it.
This is one of the industrial chains things.
I can also speak through it.
So you do. And he kind of just watches. Midas kind of watches the familiar kind of looks up, same sight. You notice their face is entirely wrapped in cloth, and they just kind of move.
When I get up close, I was like, "What's up, partner?"
Talk to him for a little bit.
Man, we have a great chat.
Wait, so you just went?
No, he can
All
talk
the way
through
over
his
there?
familiar. He senses familiar. But you see,
Great talk.
You see kind of Linus. You begin the journey. Find rest. You find shelter. Third day. Travel for a little bit. The snow is a little bit thicker today. And about halfway around noon, you begin to see on the horizon this it looks like fortress. And you all, most of you know, especially you and actually just especially you, the farther east you go, the higher the presence of the Novgorod there are. Usually when you're in central Praetorian Isles, it's the Jotun. The farther west you go is the Novgorod. The farther east you go, it's the Galwans. And the Novgorod are the architects. They are the ones that build the castles. They are more of the European style people. And they can sometimes be friendly, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they like to just dwell within their bases. They're always known, though, as exquisite craftsmen. Kind of pull up to the city gates. You see this, 8-foot tall stone wall. A couple of these guards posted on it. You see these, actually beardless, long black hair, more thin-featured men holding these spears and crossbows and a spear on their back, and are kind of just watching. And you see the gate is currently barred. And there are 3 guards out in front, and as you approach, you see one of them looks to be in some kind of captain's guard with this pointed metal helmet. Who goes there? You all kind of pull up.
Travelers.
Oh, I can see that. What kind of travelers?
That's not what I do. That's what 5 is again. We already have one of those.
Oh, speak up then.
Our village was attacked. We're wanderers. It was destroyed. Just moving through.
Out of there, partner. I hunt demons. Got me?
All right. Not all of them are sane. Pushing back.
I don't know these guys really.
I don't think a rabbit's gonna take care of my wife. All right.
What?
What'd you say?
Oh, thank God, a rabbit's gonna take care of my wife. His wife's a demon.
All right.
I think this man wants you to beg his wife.
I said I don't think a rabbit can take care of my wife.
Sorry. You want to try?
It's worth a shot.
Well, I think it's about time. If y'all want to come inside, y'all better pay the tax.
Oh, he will.
All right.
Oh, the tax.
What is it?
His wife is just this door.
She's a demon.
What's the tax?
50 gold.
Holy God. Sorry.
Change.
A little loose on it. I'm not big on it.
That's a mighty fine tax.
Yeah. Some mighty fine, strange people. Master of the town says we're supposed to filter in the unsavory folks.
Can I?
You look unsavory. So I figure I might as well snatch a little bit of your purse before you get in, make a mess, and we throw you right back where you came.
I only have 35 on hand.
Well, that's just tough luck.
Man.
Why are we trying to get into this town? This is the town with the
This
temple?
is Hellen says this is where the
this is the
person
town.
who knows where knows.
So one person we know is telling us there's someone else who knows what they know that they might know where it is.
Yeah.
Can I
Unfortunately.
go stealth to where the guard doesn't see me?
There are also guards on the wall.
Right. Okay.
Them too.
Yeah. Where they don't. That's not possible.
Probably not. Yeah, not with this card.
Okay.
Lasts for 6 seconds.
Let's see it.
Well, he's got 35.
Did you say
Rogar? No. I just informed Pierce how command works.
I said, can I command him to let us in? And he said, it only lasts for 6 seconds. He'll be like, yeah, come on in. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, I just
Open! Sure!
Yeah, sorry, I was explaining command.
Well, your friend's got 35.
Oh my god.
Seems to me them some mighty fine weapons for people who don't have pocket change.
I can, wait, so, wait.
Huh?
I'll give out 15.
I have 25 gold.
I panned him 15 gold
Yeah, I'll give him 10.
from our literal.
He catches it and looks surprised.
Yeah, pocket change.
Open the gates!
You see him kind of open up, and you see this guard.
You don't have over 300 gold in your pocket? Yeah, come on, man.
I handed you 15.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
You said privileged man.
Oh.
You say, welcome to Wattensburg.
And you look in and you see this messy, dirty street. You see it's hardly any stone blocks. There's lots of mud. There's ramshackle buildings. And you look around, you can see guards kind of just walking. It's almost more guards than citizens. And it's not any, you take a look, it's not guards of a guild. A lot of towns usually export their protection to guilds. This one doesn't. So they seem to have just their own like standard bit of armor. When people are kind of walking around, you see there's a little bit ahead, you see this like very rotted wooden sign that has a couple like directions on it. That one is the left is to the town hall. Also to the left is Scald's Brewery, and then something called Pawn. And then to the right is you see temples and Doombringers.
Temples of Doombringers.
Doombringers, you remember in the last village you saw, they're a guild.
Oh,
they're
okay,
one of the
gotcha.
fighter guilds.
You just see a couple of Doombringers just
sitting on there.
As we're walking through the gate, I walk up to him, I whisper in his ear, you think we'll find his wife?
I think it's...
I'm not seeing any brothels.
Lydas gives a little chuckle too. And Helen kind of scoots up to the front and kind of directs you. So,
Does she have her face uncovered?
yes.
Okay.
So, the deal I struck with him originally was that he would give me what I want. What we're looking for any kind of local special place that involves water and a large spirit. Local stories about a large spirit in a body of water. We find where that is, that's where we'll find that sanctum. And unfortunately, the head master of this town knows exactly what that is. Not what it is, but where it is. So we can ask around town or we can go back to him.
The guy who just let us in?
No, the headmaster she's talking about will be the mayor of the city.
Is that the grumpy old hobbit?
Grumpy's not the word I would use. Fat, git, brat, stupid, ugly.
Okay, so everything plus grumpy. Got it.
I feel like Zach picks up a thesaurus before every... Tons! Lots! A plethora! Abundant amounts!
So, would you all like to explore some of the town, or would you like to go to the guy?
I think when I have my familiar new fly.
Are you gonna look for that guy's wife?
I am gonna look for that guy.
The first woman he sees.
30-minute brothel section.
You do not find the guard's wife that you know.
No, I'm not looking. I'm looking for the water. I mean, I know it's the same thing, but
What?
The water.
the large body of water and his wife.
Oh.
I cast locate water and locate spirit.
You look around, he's got good eyes. You don't. I mean, you can see maybe a couple patches of ice in like a mile radius as you're kind of searching it, but no bodies of water.
Well, guys,
Except one river. that runs adjacent to the town, which is where they get their water.
Well, there's a river. It doesn't look real spirity. We probably need to find your husband.
He's not. Husband!
So where is he, though?
Probably so far. And she kind of just like points to the town hall.
Oh,
Let's go.
Big man. Good for you. Okay, let's start walking.
Let's go get our 50 gold back.
You all make your way. You all make your way up to the.
Let's go get Eingamar's gold.
You go make your way kind of to the town hall, and you find it. It's this. It takes like about 15 minutes. You pass, if you all would like to resupply or anything, you pass the a shop that has the words like sketched out in charcoal, pawn, and another one you can see looks to be a smith's chimney in the distance. And you'd have to take a little detour. But you kind of you walk in after about 15 minutes. You get to this. It's a very nice stone-built home. It's probably the nicest looking one. It's almost like a mansion cottage that you watch. There's this metal barred gate all the way around it, and you kind of go up to the front. And Helen, leading, is like, "We'd like to see the headmaster, his liege. We have issues concerning the town's safety." And you see a couple of the guards go. And they let you. They open the gates, and you watch, and you can see it's very much like think a budget Buckingham Palace. There are guards on the sides of the. There's like about 4 guards, 2 on each side into the walkways. As
Buckingdale Palace?
Is it Buckingdale?
No.
I'm about to buck your Dale. Okay.
How is Dale? I love that guy.
That's the guy's wife. Okay, so you make your way in, and
Maybe bitches are different than New Phobos.
Just remember,
they're very, very diverse and very they're very accepting in New Phobos. So
Since he exists.
you watch and you kind of come in. You're escorted by one of the guards. And you kind of get up to the front, and there's this like large wooden door that has like an interesting bear kind of just carved into the side of the door. And you see a couple of guards, like 2 guards in front of it, and they're like, "Weapons, please."
Can I tuck my check?
Roll a stealth check.
Save the venom one. Make sure the venom one is the one you save.
Yeah, that's
Stab it in your foot?
I nick my foot.
I put my
it in your
little pistol in my mouth and have it fly away.
20?
Yep.
Okay. It flies away.
Your little pistol.
My little puzzle.
I toss a very broken axe to the guard.
You kind of natural 20. The moment you see it, you instantly go straight into the back, straight flank to the back. You just pull your cloak over it, easy. So they're kind of like,
It's not a weapon, it's a farming tool.
This is for my crops.
It's got a scope. It's got dry
Crops
flower.
are dangerous.
do you all, besides Brandon, is anyone sneaking
I'm a level
anything
10
in?
farmer.
No, I think I just handed over a lot more than that, but yeah.
Yes. So we'll say your weapons in there. They kind of open the door, and you look inside, and it's a very large stone room, at the center of which is a fire, and the fire is roaring, and there are a couple attendants to it, but
We're all sweating profusely.
sweating profusely. You all walk in, and there's people milling about. It looks to be a couple tables here and there. It almost looks like a very large mansion living room. But at the back end, you kind of see like with a couple people holding like parchments and running, and there's this elevated seat, more elevated than it should be, of this like really fancy made metal chair. Not a throne, just like those really big metal chairs, atop of which sits a very rotund hobbit dressed in these very fine garments with a napkin tucked into the tip of his shirt and kind of a vest on it. He's got some kind of drum leg in his hand. And he's talking to the people in the apartments. Looks to be rather aggressively. And a little bit of food is spewing out. It's It's very gross.
Please keep describing it.
It sounds delicious.
Oh.
This is his wife.
Hi, I'm Dale.
So the guard kind of goes up. Liege, Hobson, Isengard, Wattensburg. We have guests who bring news from one of the neighboring villages. And you see him come. Hey, come in.
Rat.
Let me see your faces. I don't recognize you. Well. If it isn't the twiggy twap girl, come back here. And you see Hellen just... Did you bust out of the prison? I thought they would have taken care of you. I didn't think a girl with your stature and pretty face would have lasted long. Or have you, fine gentlemen, brought me back to her as a bounty? There's good money in that. In fact...
How much money?
And then, Hembrig, you look at him, and there's a moment of realization. He has an emblem on his chest. The emblem on his chest is 2 daggers crossed over the top of a shield with a figurine of a head over it. He is connected to the headhunters. That you know. There's good money in that, I tell you what. So, what news do you bring me from this town, or is it this little prize you bring me? Go ahead, speak up. I know it's rather delightful in presence.
How much money exactly are we talking about?
For the girl or for the information and joining the headhunters?
For the girl.
For the girl. I'd give you 5,000 gold pieces. How's the right?
Only 5,000.
Starting to think this is quest.
That's chump change. You know
Let's
what
move on
it costs
to the
to get in here,
information.
goddammit?
At the end of the world's
You're not
gonna
going
happen.
to speak to me like that in my own house?
What do you mean, man?
This is my house. I run this town.
This is a palace. Why are you calling it a house?
No, but I'm saying, who wants to know about the end of the world anyway?
You got him.
What's this information you bring from it?
I look at Hellen.
We want the information that you promised me if I brought that seal to your son in the village. Did you bring it to my son? No. Well, then why would I give you the information? Because we know what killed your son and the entire population of that town that I'm sure would be delightful in your little palace right here. You see him kind of... Something's coming from my palace.
Quite a big one.
Speak like now! You speak like now! You will tell me all you know.
Hey, man. We're gonna need to, figure out the arrangements before,
You will tell me right now, or I'll have my guards strike you and throw you into the dungeon.
Listen, we got very limited leverage here. If you kill us, it's really not gonna be...
I'm that way to kill you, I'll throw you in my dungeon. I'll let you lost in there. Tell me what you know.
Someone who speaks, come in. Start talking.
Oh my
you ever
gosh.
heard of a really big dragon with 8 heads? Yeah, that killed the entire town.
The Kiri-Vostok Empire has begun an invasion of Midland.
So there's its ugly head. The truth finally comes out. This truth you think you tell me? You take me for a vagabond. Come into my house, tell me another story of the world ending. Tell me another story of the world ending. I've had villagers be coming into my village for the past 3 days, telling me the symbols in the sky mean the world is ending, mean hell is going to rise from the bottom of the ocean, or whatever. Look at me. Do I look like I am concerned with the world? You come in here and tell me that something has destroyed a fellow town? I want to know if it's coming to this town.
Where did you get that?
You see him stick out his chubby hands, and one of the servants kind of grabs it and brings it over. This good liquor.
That's what I was thinking.
Fine. So you want the information that I promised you.
Well, if the invasion is coming to the side of Midland, your town will no doubt be the next target.
What, you think those snakes are going to attack me? I provide them with enough barley to feed half their troops over winter. I do the same thing to this curly-haired gentleman right here, and points to Linus. Kind of leans over you, Eingamar, and says,
Hey man, let's remain calm, my good sir.
if he doesn't give me the information in 2 minutes, I'm going to kill 2 of the guards in 6 seconds. You take the other 2.
Hey man, we'll just remain calm. So basically, we want the information. Is there anything we can do for you? I'll kill something.
You'll kill something?
Yeah, what you want to kill?
If I give you a contract on someone, on a little bit of a problem I'm having with a rival family, you'll take care of him and then I will give you the information.
Yeah, man. One day.
What do you mean, one day? What is this information? You think a rabbit is going to have words being a deal? I am a Hobson Isengard Wattensburg, the latest in the line of the Isengard family.
Mr. Hobson,
Lo.
I'll have it done within the week.
Within the week, that I like this stuff. That is pretty good. Well, then I've got one person I'm giving the information to. Is there anybody else who would care to join in on the deal? Get me a little bit more of headway?
Hell, man, it sounds like he's got
You
it.
see Linus, and you watch him pull, and you see, you see these you see the tattoos light up, and you see these magical knives pop up on his fingers. And you see 2 of the guards fall to the ground.
Run to the other.
All you need to do is easy enough. These are not well trained. You just take it 2 swings out, and then you watch. What is going on?
I draw my dagger and I put it right in his throat.
And you see the cupbearer. I'll get you some more wine, sir.
Go stay.
Is there any open
You
windows?
should cast that lying thing.
Oh, time to put a table and bar the door with it.
You want me to cast Zone of Truth again?
So we know he's not lying? Yes.
Alright, Zone of Truth.
All right, he has to make a save.
So do
He
we technically.
fails with a natural 1.
I succeed again.
I have your heads for this. I'm very well connected. I know lots of headhunters, and I now know your faces. You are very recognizable.
I'm using dagger a little more in his throat.
You have 10 seconds to tell us.
Envenomate the dagger.
Your
Envenomate the dagger.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Envenomate the dagger.
Envenomate!
Envenomate your mother.
No, it's just like the nerdy mechanic. You forgot to envenomate the dagger first!
15.
15. You kind of see him.
Brandon tries to see the dagger's no venom on it.
No, he rolled against it, but he kind of.
Okay, fine. I will tell you. I will tell you. You seem like fine enough gentlemen and lady. Oh, and you see this Helen just smack him.
Bitch slap.
Okay. What exactly do you want to know?
And you see Helen kind of come up to you and kind of just move forward and put her fingers on the blade and just push it in a little bit more and goes,
Where is the lake with the large spirit? Okay. I need the map. It is this little lake right here. This little lake right here. I know what's in it. You think I don't know? I think I know. Reginald's long lost treasure. I know you're after it. I know that's what's in that lake.
Treasure.
Yes, I know you're after it. Fine, I've told you the information. You. Why can't I?
you get the sense he's trying to lie.
Yeah.
This is outrageous.
This is unfair.
Alright.
Well, man, that was unfortunate. I guess you should have probably just told us earlier.
They
What
wanna
you going
work
to do
this
with
guy?
me, huh?
Knock him out.
I don't speak
that language. So, are the guards like dead, killed instantly?
The two of the guards are. You can't. It's weird. You saw the knife fly into them, but the knife's not there anymore. So they might be out. They might not be. You can go check the pulses if you'd like.
Hit point poke. Hit point poke. Hit point
So you can
poke.
give. We can give it.
Hit point poke.
One knock.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with me, huh?
He's already been knocked out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's out. I forgot.
It's like snorting. Oh, not quite.
See, like,
What you gonna do with it?
see, that was so much easier.
They're true.
Oh, yeah, sorry if it's knocked him out.
Plunk. Is he also a hobbit? The
Is the
cupbearer?
food still on the table?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hungry? He starts eating.
Did I see where the cupbearer went to go get
I
more
grabbed it.
wine?
He just knocked him out. And
I know where was he going there and
This
from?
looks like a little side door to a kitchen.
Well,
everything
I'm gonna
is
go over there
solid.
and find some booze.
Yeah,
You
everything.
go in there, we'll say you find some rather fine brandy.
Everything that is solid is going in a sack.
You eat all the food, at which point you hear, "My lord! My lord!
Shit.
Dude.
So what?
My lord!"
I needed info. I needed info on that rival family.
It's okay. Cut his nose and start grinding it out of it.
Wake the fuck up!
And as you do that, you turn around and you see Helen holding a sword.
Huh?
Did you need him?
Yes.
Why?
I need to know about that rival family.
Why?
Because my family's getting extorted by a family of giants and yada yada yada.
Are we taking him with us? I have no time to interrogate him right now.
I need just
I
to
see
know
this
what
happening. I
family.
grab him and I just shuck him into the sack that the turkey is going into.
Wait, no! I cut open the sack.
No! Not the sack!
We only have one sack. Okay. What family are you?
Can I create a new
Out right now.
sack?
He's unconscious.
Can I wake him up? I wake him up.
Okay, you kind of. Well,
Are we taking him with us? Are we
Yeah,
taking?
that's why he threw him in a sack.
Oh!
What do you think the sack was for?
I thought you threw me in the sack.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, let's retcon the cutting of the sack.
well, he is a gnome and would fit in sacks. So that's what I said.
That halfway
I snatched the
the
necklace off his. I snatched the. You go now.
He snatched the next.
In he goes.
All right, well, I guess we're breaking out of here. Huh?
Only on the deal that I get to kill him after we're done.
Let's calm down there,
fair
little
enough.
miss.
I look at her. I'm like,
Remember this, little miss. We're already doing a lot for you, and I'm not understanding.
So how the hell
I
are we
understand
getting
you
out
want
of
to
here?
kill your husband with your own hands, but come on.
The rabbit man has a point.
Is there any way out of here but the front door?
Like
We need our
this.
weapons.
And you see Linus hold his hand against the wall, and you see that he's gonna cast a spell Shatter.
We don't have our weapons.
Huh?
Don't have our weapons.
Well, they're around the wall, and he kind of just steps
Oh, okay,
out.
it was the front way out.
It's kind of the side wall.
I just like busted out the back wall.
No,
That
so
doesn't help.
we'll say
My familiar flies me my gun back.
we'll say you get it this as experienced adventurers, you quickly realize and come to the fact that the guards here are not that very
Adept.
good quality and adept. So we'll say it's relatively easy for you to
Fuck 'em up.
and you make your way outside of the estate and back into the town. I'll say you have about maybe an hour before word gets out of your faces. If you'd like to do anything else in the town, or resupply, or go anywhere, you have about an hour to go.
I asked one of the guards when we're beating the shit out of him. I said, "Hey man, you know that guard at the front of town? You know where he lives?"
And then you look.
I would
and
like
he's
to go
unconscious.
I heard his wife was a demon.
in bed.
hey, is there a
Is your name Dale?
is there like a headhunter's like cavern near here at all, or like?
No, you mean here?
You're gonna show up.
Yeah.
You don't
like,
know. It
Is
doesn't
there
see
in
it.
the town?
I'm gonna go to the pawn shop.
You go to the pawn shop. You kind of you go and inside the pawn shop, kind of just rushing a little bit. You come in and there's this very like old Yotun man who's excessively thin and lengthy and is kind of just sitting in his table like.
Everyone here is fucking ugly.
That guy's wife.
Do you have any healer's kits here?
Healers kids. Yes, I do.
And kind of just steps up and kind of goes back.
Cost you about 5 gold.
All right.
There you go. And anything else I can get you?
Hey man, you got any booze?
Are you here with me?
Yeah.
I do not have alcohol. I have some potions, but no alcohol.
You got any like cool looking drinking glasses?
Like with liquor in them?
I mean, I'd prefer if there was liquor in them, but I
Like
feel
a
like
glass? I've got these! And he turns around and he's got this, it looks like one of those chalices you find in a antique show. And he kind of, in like an antique shop, he's like, I've got these!
Oh man, what's that do?
You drink out of it!
No way, man. How much you want for it?
Drink out of this one? This will cost you, because it's fine glass, just a gold.
Hey man, here's a nickel. Here we go.
Thank you!
Hey, look, man, I got this silverware. I put booze in it. Let's go.
I grab a battle axe.
At the pawn shop?
At the smith.
You go to the smith, and it's very interesting. You look in and it's an open-ended smith, but you see up on a high table,
Open-ended
this, or up on this high seat, this dwarf with no arms, no legs.
What is going on here?
You're speed running it down. You're speed running it down. So you see him, he's
It's like a sausage, like
he's saying that, he's kind of like, oh, welcome. And you
Yes,
wiggles.
like a veggie tail,
You
just
don't
like
understand what the name of the shop is, but you look up and you see him, well, hello. How can I help you?
the shop is called Brothers in Arms.
Un machete.
Thank you for
One
that.
axe.
Anything special? Lethal?
Oh god.
Preferably, lethal is expensive.
Oh. Quantos? How much?
What weapon?
But
I'll go with this.
No, we're already
no. You're at the
Same time?
Two.
Yeah.
How's it going?
One. Ephraim. 10,000.
No.
Silver. Just ox.
See.
I'd give you good boys. And you see crawling out from behind. There are four. There are
7 small children.
You see
In
four
one trench
goblins.
coat.
You see 4 goblins come out.
Goblins?
Because and you look and you can see. I'm going to eat out your ass. The 4 goblins, they're like, boys, give him 1 packer axe cutter. And he kind of just is talking for a little bit, and then the little goblins go and fetch and bring you this very nice looking battle axe. It's the long hilt with the curved, kind of curved axe blade. It's
Just like iron, right? Just like steel.
It's steel.
Okay, cool.
Steel. We'll say that costs you 5 gold.
5?
It's well made. It's not magical or anything.
Yeah, I think it's 50, but I can still make it 5.
You don't know the economy here.
Sure. It's 5.
This place is called Wattensburg?
Town is Wattensburg, yes.
We never need to never come here again.
I got an extra 5 gold, dude. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I got a deal.
Yes.
I man, I got this piece of glass.
Have a good one. And you see, bang, 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 as all the goblins go back into the back of the shop.
I just look off horrified.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see this. Y'all are at the pawn shop with the raggedy old. Well, not. It's an old village. But going around, just for the record for you, it doesn't seem to have been proven a problem. But every now and then, it looks like you see a Kiri Vostok footman just chilling around town.
This place is not good.
Well,
You see how they go? No, it's not. Let's get out of here.
oh, you look so angry, man. You're
When we get to the front gate, is it the same guard?
You get to, we'll say you get to the chariot and get to the front, and you see the guards. And you see the 3 guards out in front. One of them, the captain. Steal from him. Get the gold back. One of the captains in the front, kind of steps on the side. Ah, they kick you out that fast, did they?
By the way, what was your name? I go in for a handshake. Distract him. while
Shake
he
the
steals
stuffing
gold.
out. No, just turn him upside down
He's
and shake
distracted,
out
but he
his
does not
pocket.
shake your hand. The name is Joran.
Alright, you're on.
You'll never come back now.
Brandon,
We probably won't, to be honest.
stealth.
Okay. Oh yeah. Can I just like take his pocket right quick?
You lift the purse. You can see your money purse hanging on his
Can I
belt.
just like swipe the dagger across? Just like.
roll
Cut his
a
pants
sleight
off.
of hand check?
Yeah, because he has spider climb boots. He
The
can get on
advantage
the wall,
he's
right?
distracted.
I'll say roll a performance check.
Jeez. Oh,
no, we're gonna have to kill this guy. We're gonna have to kill him. We're gonna have
Performance?
to. Natural one. Natural one. No, he's gotta die.
Brandon, roll with advantage. He helped.
Oh, yeah, he distracted him.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was
oh my
almost.
word.
Oh, he's never coming over to his demon wife again.
Okay, so this is sleight of hand.
It's dexterity, proficiency if you got it.
If you got it.
17.
17? Okay, so 17. You watch as he kind of like shakes off the hand of Ingun, and it does that. You watch the purse jingle and just into the pocket.
And I toss it to Angamar.
You see, right behind his back.
I kind of do it.
Kind of gives you, kind of just looks at y'all, gives y'all just a stare, kind of.
Angamar, by the way. All right, let's go.
As I'm walking away, I want to be like. As I'm walking away, I want to be buckling up my hands and be like, "Oh, your wife wasn't so tough. Oh, we took care of her easy. Go, son of
Man, your wife was ugly as shit. She didn't have any fur.
You watch, and the only thing you can pick up is the other two guards there, like clutching at their mouths to not say anything. But as you quickly leave outside of the town, you watch, and as you leave, he gives you that, and then the door like quickly opens, and you see someone hand him a piece of paper, and he goes,
Oh, we run quickly.
You are on carriage because of
we carriage fastly.
Yes.
Put this carriage into fourth gear.
At which point,
Right, Zach?
that's some horsepower right there.
Yeah.
So
2 horsepower. Or how many horses do we have?
19.
Are these horses got as much attitude or
as much sass?
Yeah. So after a little bit leaving the old, dingy, and creepy town of Wattensburg, you.
Why did only half the people there have their limbs?
That was like
It's a bunch of sideshow freaks.
What is it called? Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Like Halloween.
Y'all just went into the Bronx. That's exactly what y'all did.
Sending you destroyed.
Wait, what is the town name?
Wattensburg.
Okay, can we have it spelled as banished to Wattensburg?
I'm going to use banishment and only send people to one.
Then to spend an hour in Wattensburg.
Wattensburg!
Take me to Wattensburg.
Worse than death.
Take him to Wattensburg.
Oh yeah, get the mayor out of the sack. Apparently something.
Oh yeah, okay. So now that the food's gone, because I've eaten almost everything,
He didn't share.
onto the ground.
Where am I? What is this place?
You're in Hellensburg.
Helensburg? Where is that?
Your worst nightmare.
The fact that you actually thought that was real is sad. All right, no, do your thing.
Poor.
Just go back to driving.
I'm just gonna stand over him. His face is like right here.
What?
So, Brandon, you're a gnome? Yeah. There's not that much place.
Oh, sorry.
So you gotta look up. Oh, God.
So, and I want to grab his.
I
His
made you
collar.
see the book once.
So that rival giant family. What were they called?
Giant family? It was just about a giant family. A big one. A big family. Not big family people. Like big. I just confused.
Like a family with a lot of people.
It's not giant. It's big. It's a big family.
Oh, okay.
What?
Was that all? Was that the whole reason we brought
Helen,
it?
it's you now.
Oh my god.
What do you want to know about them?
Pretty much. I just needed to know if they were giant people. Like if they themselves were giant.
This seems like a
They're
simple
not. They
misunderstanding.
deal with me.
Okay.
Helen, do you want him unconscious or screaming?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Actually, I'd just be rather fine if you left him here.
Oh,
See if
okay.
he can find his way back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, knock him out again. Let's wait a day.
How about actually, can we just take his clothes and leave him out in the woods naked and then drive away?
I'm fine with that. She is.
Damn, Helen.
In the hell?
How far are we away from the town?
You drove about, we'll say, 2 hours on chariot.
Okay, we're not going too fast, right?
No.
Is he naked?
well, I guess we were going to leave this place, but I guess that's fine. He kind of just.
Wait a second! You can't leave me here! I am going places!
I'd like to, as we're riding away, I'm gonna shoot him.
Roll an attack.
I'm gonna shoot him with.
Are you trying to kill him?
Yeah.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt.
Roll an attack.
I cast Chill Touch.
That's touch.
It's 60 feet range.
Fuck off.
I know. It summons a chilly hand that touches them.
Okay, sure, yeah, go ahead.
Why did they call it that? Who knows?
Go ahead. From a distance.
Yeah, touch from a distance.
So that's gonna be
Like a trooper.
Hits, roll damage.
Anyone want the last fruit snack? We'll
Yes!
This guy.
Oh!
Is it still in there?
Well, man, I don't imagine it'd be a 6, right?
2 is plus 7.
Where's Wandensburg on the map?
That's that town
Does a
right there.
9 hit?
See, like, look at that. That's mostly because how much damage does it do? It's 46.
Yeah.
He's dead.
No.
Why are we killing him?
I don't know. I'm just joining in, man.
Okay.
He pissed me off.
That's-
why he's dead.
That's fair.
So that's gonna be 18 damage.
18. You watch as the body like flies a little bit and
Yeah.
hits and like what's not, and you hear Helen. And I will be the last person he puts in the dungeon. You all continue to ride.
Talk about dungeons and
Thank you.
to make
Alright,
people
don't
naked.
worry,
This
Helen.
these
5,000
ladies into some
gold is
kinky
barely
stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
So after
Looks
about
like you took care of her husband after all.
so after about 4 hours travel of just pure riding, you get to the side of the. You get to the edge of the lake. And you sit down. You stop. And Helen kind of gets out and looks at the water and she goes, "Okay, so about how we get in, we're gonna need to be let in by the spirit.
Let into the lake.
No, the temple I think is in the lake, but it's not findable unless you're guided. So there are a lot of stories about this particular spirit. It is actually supposed to be a benevolent spirit that helps people. But to summon it, you need to be in distress. Particularly, you have to drown. And you hear Elias go, "What?" You're technically supposed to fall into the middle of the lake and wait. Elias goes, "And what's your source? We're supposed to just jump into the water? Take your word for it?" Kind of.
Insight.
Well,
Roll an insight check.
There you go. Which one of y'all wants to go?
well, go get him, buddy. And my familiar goes, flies to the center of the lake, and then dive bombs.
20.
22?
Yep.
She is truthful. She's a little less confident. You get the sense that she's taking an interpretation of something she knows. And the interpretation is to drown. She said throw yourself in the lake. She's apparently convinced that that's how that's going to happen. We don't know why, but she's truthful, but she might not be correct. If that makes sense.
Well, all right, works for me.
Wow,
I
just
can-
believes. All right.
Does drowning my familiar work?
After a little bit, you feel the tie between the familiar disconnect as if it perished.
Well,
You don't know.
is it on the same plane as me? Fuck. Well, I think he died.
No spirit for him.
Sucks for that.
You see Lytus go,
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll guard the carriage and the horses. This is a bit much for me.
Sounds like a great idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I cast Water Walk?
you can.
Well, stay with me.
Yeah.
No, I
think I could just chunk you in.
grab Hembrick and start dragging him to the middle of the lake.
I whip out my dagger and I slice his hand.
I'll take my broken prayer circle and I'll poorly piece it back together. I'll say a little prayer and I'll just walk in the middle of the ocean, the middle of the lake.
You walk into the lake. You all follow suit?
I pull all the dried jerky out of my bag and then I walk into
I'm
the
not.
lake.
I'm gonna stay on the shore.
I eat.
Okay.
And watch for a minute.
You stay on the shore. So, you're walking, and you get to the cold, cold water. And you kind of push your way, and it's just.
Well, everyone has Water Walk, so we can.
Oh, you cast Water Walk?
We can walk on the
Okay.
surface.
Oh, cool. I thought I was a specific ram
What?
walking
How
in.
many people can you cast that on?
We have 6.
No,
see.
you only have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah. And the girl?
Yes, 5.
Okay.
Helen's coming with?
I was about to say, I was like, I almost threw her in the lake.
Because I can just swim.
Oh,
I'm
drown?
Up to 10 willing creatures.
Wow, okay.
There you go.
Y'all willing creatures?
Yep, let's go.
Absolutely.
So you kind of walk into the middle of the lake,
Reminds me of a different character for some reason.
and she kind of.
Well, here goes nothing. You drop the spell whenever.
You should do that fake countdown thing, you know, where you're like 3, and then like you drop us instead of saying 1.
Wait. Are we all going into the middle?
We're all standing in the middle right now, man. Just let me fall.
I thought you were gonna go in.
All I know is right now I'm standing on top of the middle of the lake.
I
need you to let me go.
Can I relinquish the spell just from him?
Hey man, well since we're all out here, that's a little fucked up. If you can do that, just have him do it as I'm saying.
You do that. You fall into
Just so
the
you know, I
river.
cannot swim.
You gotta.
Send me in too.
You kind of both fall in there, and you're kind of just chilling. You wait.
I'm not chilling. I cannot swim.
It's very cold. You're kind of you're thrashing around a little bit, and y'all
like,
standing on the water. The last thing y'all see is you hear, and you look and you see under the water. It looks like a tail, like a whale tail.
Whale tail.
What do y'all do?
What?
Can I just drop voluntarily?
Yes,
It does say
you can.
willing, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in heavy armor, so I just go straight down.
Helen kind of.
Bubbles.
I'm not going in.
You're not going in?
I'll keep watch up here.
How long do you keep watch?
What?
How long do you keep watch?
How long are they in there? They've been there for like 5 seconds.
How long does a spell last?
1 hour.
You see
Oh,
the
an hour,
whale.
okay,
You
yeah.
see the whale fin go again.
Hey Draco, is everything good?
Everybody went into the lake.
Okay. They're drowning? I guess they're drowning.
They're trying to.
Okay.
Sure you don't want to come out, Henry?
No. Good.
I promise I won't drop you this time.
No. You guys do that. You guys do that. I'm watching from afar.
Okay.
No, you're good. No. You're good.
Is everyone expecting me to follow them into this water?
No, that's up to you, man.
Yeah, that's up to you.
I mean, also, does it matter to you if we're expecting you to?
True. Do I see the whale tail or just the people in the water?
You saw it flash, and now you don't see anybody.
Can I kind of like
dead. Don't
wade
drop in.
into the water, peek my head underneath just to see like
We're
what's
all dead.
going on?
Well,
You can look in the water. It looks like water.
we've either been.
Do I see them floating around?
At this point.
You don't see very far in the water. I mean, it's very cold water too.
I'm just gonna draw my scythe and just stand and wait, see what's gonna happen.
5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by.
Hembrig,
Yeah.
I'm starting to think they're not going to come back.
Well, the thing of it was you had to drown in order to see,
Yeah,
get to that place.
but the spirit hasn't shown up yet. At least not for me.
Maybe you have to drown.
Maybe you have to drown.
Do it, pussy. You have nothing to lose.
I run back across the lake over to him.
Grab him and then drown. What do you do?
I'd kick his ass.
Let's go.
We'll say y'all spar
Oh
for
my
about
god.
5 minutes.
You little bitch! Oh my
What
gosh.
do you? After about 5 minutes, you look back, still nothing.
Hey.
Saving throws.
We'll both go in. All right? Fuck it.
Really?
Yeah, fuck it.
When did you grow a spine?
Out of the two, someone has to, out of the two of us.
Oh, okay. That's how it's gonna be.
So, hey, listen. The reason I didn't go in is because I have a family that I'm working for.
Really?
You know?
Oh, that you're working for.
That I
thought you had kids or something.
I do.
You do?
I'm not employed by my family. I
thought you meant you worked for a
no.
like one of the families in
Like
the
if
guild.
you worked abroad and you sent money.
Well, I haven't worked abroad in ages.
Let's just get in the water already. All right, man. All right.
No, I want to hear Hembrig's lore. Come on.
Well, our friends are okay.
You have a family.
I have a family. We're
How
kind of
many-
in a little.
How many kids?
Like three. I have 3 kids.
He's a pregnant mother. Going back to the original Henry Lord.
Going on.
Oh God. Is that how the gnomes work?
My motherly.
You like a seahorse there, fella?
So we're gonna pause.
We're all dead.
We're gonna pause on Hembrig's pregnancy. Do you all join them? It's okay if you don't. I just need to know so I can go to them.
You want to join them? All right.
I'll have a story to tell my children if I come out of this. If I don't, they'll die. they'll go
The
starve.
longer I'm listening to you talk, the more I think you shouldn't go in.
I think you should go in the water.
Shut up, Linus.
Who the fuck asked you?
The person who's listening to you talk about being pregnant. Get in the water. Fucking get some peace and quiet.
Is this Linus or Zex?
That's
All right.
Linus.
No, it's not.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Zach-
We go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Waffling in
Like a
the
Disney
Hand in
movie.
hand, walk into
Hold
to our
hands.
dads.
walk in there, and after a couple minutes, you get the cold water to feel, and it stings. And after about 2 minutes, you're holding hands, and then you're not. And you look at Hembrig's gone, and you hear, and you turn around and you can see just this flash of silver. And all of you previously had seen this, to where a flash of silver followed by moving, rushing water, and you see this large, whalish creature, iridescent almost in nature, approach you, and its mouth opens.
Just a giant anglerfish.
And grabs each of you individually, you 3, as you were the first to go in.
I was the farthest.
No, it's like Narnia. You've been in there for 900 years, waiting for us to come.
You get in, and then each of you all feel waves. Not ocean waves, just small little ripples. And a bit of cold ocean water splashes over your face. You look up, you see a sky. It's a different sky. And you kind of look to Doc, you kind of open your eyes and look to the side, and you can see 2 more bodies floating up to the side of this little pond.
What's up?
You're on a mountain. Very large mountain. You watch as you can still see like the rune that's in the sky, but it's from a different perspective, from a vastly different view. There's still cold, blowing wind, and you're kind of taken aback. You look in your hand, and in each of you, as you come to consciousness, you look in your hand. There's one singular, it's like scale, giant fish scale in your hand.
Like holding or on our palm?
Like you're holding it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's stuck on there.
It has to.
You have to go to Windenburg now. You're a freak. Hey, I'm Scaly Hands. You get your car washed? Sorry.
And for some reason, you just kind of feel the essence that it's your ticket home. But you turn and look, and the last thing you three see is the side, like you're halfway up a humongous mountain. It's very windy, and you can see a large gate. Large gate that is closed and made of pure stone. The two side doors of which are these two enormous angelic figures wielding swords and holding the exterior of the door. And you watch, and as you take a minute and look, more and more, the surrounding mountains are these evil-looking creatures that you don't understand. And as you see the sight, we're gonna go ahead and take our dinner break.
Are me and Hembrig still floating?
You're not there.
Yeah, you were just.
You are not there.
You guys are currently holding hands above the water.
You're waffling.
No,
It's only been like 5 minutes.
The reason I'm
35
the
minutes.
reason
Me and
I'm
Hembrig
stopping
get sent
now.
somewhere else.
The reason I'm stopping
We get
now
sent to the
is
honeymoon suite.
Straight to hell, dude.
I need a head count. Who's coming for the second aspect? It's 6:30 now, so you got a dip.
Yeah.
So we will not have Ingmar.
Last second
I
issues.
probably won't.
What? You're not doing another Mav Elite shift, are you?
No.
Okay. Nice.
So I think
How dare you
have,
question the captain of the Mav Elite?
Go on a plane on Thursday.
Oh, yay. Okay. Cool. You're leaving.
I think it's best that I leave, guys.
So you're gonna have, so we're gonna have three of y'all. If y'all are still up, we can pause here. I am still up. I'm still okay going for 3. It's specifically also since
We're gonna be doing vision bullshit.
it's not vision, it's real. As far as you know. So
He doesn't know. He's floating.
We're gonna be doing not real vision bullshit.
it's kind of up to the party. I mean, what would if y'all wanted to pause here? I mean, it's kind of a blue balls moment.
I mean, I'm fine to go for a second session.
Yeah, I think it kind of works because I can always come to next session. Like I can
I'll just play Nathaniel's character, and then we'll
There you go.
he'll just bring us back.
So, Blaine?
I don't know.
Yeah. 3 is not a lot of people to run a session on when you got 5.
Isn't that the whole point of why we have 5 people in the session, is so people can't?
No,
come,
so we
can
constantly
run?
have 4.
Sure.
Let's go. I mean, we're all gonna eat anyway.
Yeah, let's go
We're
eat.
in the same place.
Let's play
Figure it
by
out.
ear.
Unless you need to know for story reasons right now, Zach.
No, I just would need. I'm just curious. So, we originally had 4 until a couple people had stuff come up at the last minute. So, and I really like to, if we stop for the day, which we can, I would really like to schedule something very rapidly so we could